All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello. How are you guys doing today? My name is, for those of you that are new, my name is Lissabeta Kalag, your go-to international Vedic astrologer, intuition mentor. Today, we're going to be diving deep into something every soul person has experience with, right? But like, it's true. Few people understand how karma works in love and relationships. So, whether you're going through a toxic cycle, wondering why the hell are you repeating these patterns or why are these repeated patterns constantly showing up? Or if you're just trying to understand your soulmate connection, then this video is definitely for you. We're going to break it down spiritually, energetically, practically. I say it all the time. I'm gonna say it again till the cows come home. Karma is not a punishment. It's simply a memory. It's a soul's imprint of unresolved energy from past lives. Okay. So in love, karma shows up as like unfinished business, unfinished lessons, emotional debts, right? Contracts between people, between souls. Um, and like you could feel really instantly drawn to someone, or triggered by someone because your soul remembers what the mind does not, the soul always remembers, right? So these connections, most of the time, I mean, actually all the time, these connections, these soul connections, they're really just, it's these karmic soul connections are really happening because we're meant to teach each other something. We're meant to like heal. We're meant to complete something from a past life. For example, because you're probably wondering, like, what? For example, if a partner cheats on you, maybe they're mirroring, your lack of self-trust, right? If, partner or someone who abandons you, maybe they're pulling up some unhealed wounds from your childhood or past like betrayal that needs to be healed, right? You know, maybe the partner who uplifts you believes in you, right? It's here to help you. Remember your worth, and break a karmic cycle of self-doubt and, maybe playing small. So we attract karmic love, not to suffer, but really it's a wake-up call. And sometimes these wake-up calls could happen in with relationships that take place in a short period of time, or sometimes it could be a long journey. So I'm going to a few signs that you're in a karmic relationship will be, whoops, can't answer you. Few signs would be like you're in an intense relationship, and this could be emotionally intense. This could be spiritually intense, like you feel this strong gravitational pull to the person, or this could be a very physical, intense relationship. Another sign would be like when you're in that on and off relationship and it feels so addictive, like you break up, you make up, you break up, you make up, and you feel like you just can't get away from the person, or you don't want to get away from them. You don't want to break up with them, so, but, things are not going right and something pulls you back. Another sign would be like when you feel really stuck. So it's like no matter how much you try to fix the problem or you try to change things or fix things, right? That's another sign. Another sign could be, if you're in a relationship and it's bringing up like your worst fears, or the polar opposite, it's bringing up like your deepest desires. Another sign could be like when you feel like you've known the person forever, even if it's been such a short time, you're like, you know what? There's a connection here. I know. I know there's something between us. So karmic relationships are like mirrors and fire, they show you everything that you're meant to face, but they're also meant to burn away karma, right? That karmic imprint. It's meant to burn it away, to heal it. So I'm going to give you, so what do you do? So what do you do before I go to the next thing? What do you do with love karma? How do you handle love karma? Well, there's like a few things to do. I'm going to give you like 5 things that you can do how to handle it. The first thing is be conscious. I mean, become conscious. Like it's important to ask yourself, why am I in this relationship? What am I really learning from this person? Two, Take responsibility. Yes. You could hear your parents now. You better be accountable. It's like no matter how painful the relationship is, you need to take back your power, and healing really begins when you stop the blame game, when you stop blaming everybody else for what's going wrong. And I'm laughing because, it's an uncomfortable situation when you have to have that self-talk, you know it could be very uncomfortable, but then that's why someone like myself or, another healer or maybe, a therapist could come in and help you out. Um, practice now, break the pattern spiritually, right? And you do this through tools like prayer, cord cutting, Vedic astrology, freaking amazing work with Vedic astrology. I know because I do it with my clients, and forgiveness rituals. Forgiveness is like super important. 4, practice. This is a good one. Practice energetic sovereignty. This is when you're pulling your energy back, you stop chasing, you stop fixating, you stop clinging on to people, right? You're bringing back your energy, you're bringing back your power. And the 5th one that I recommend that you can do is shift your story. Shift like the way you believe everything is going to go. And you do that by rewriting your belief systems around love. Okay. Number 1, you're not meant to suffer forever. Some people are like, I'm suffering in this relationship. It's like the worst thing that could, I can experience. But remember, the universe doesn't give you something unless you give it permission to give it to you, right? So if you're in a situation, you have to change the way you think and feel about that situation. So, next thing I want to go into soulmates versus karmic versus twin flames. Well, not all karmic partners are meant to say. Remember, karmic partner is like a really strong teacher in your life. A soulmate is like your companion, someone who's just walking through the steps with you. A twin flame is like a mirror of your soul self-evolution. So some karmic loves evolve into soulmates, others can only, push you towards your higher self, but it's important not to confuse intensity with destiny. Okay? That's something I'd like to share. Prince wants to play right now. So how can you heal? So I get this question a lot, how you can heal and clear love karma. You guys see him? Just wants Prince, no playing. Let me just show you this guy. Look at him. He is with the ball in his mouth, wants to play. And I'm like, no, not today. Not right now. We played all day. We played so long before. This guy could play forever. So no, Prince. So how to heal and clear love karma, right? So if you're ready to heal your karma in love, here's where you can start. Meditation and intention setting during full moons and eclipses. This is really important. I always highly advise people to do that because full moons is your energy becomes really intense during full moons. So when you're setting an intention, you're meditating, it's very powerful. Eclipses are great because eclipses cut the cords to a lot of things. So if you're looking to cut a cord, you could do it during an eclipse through meditation. The Ho'oponopono prayer. This is a Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. Super powerful, you guys. I've done it. I've done it with my clients very successfully. I love it. Vedic astrology readings. Yes, come see me. We're going to discuss your karmic patterns, karmic placements, like what's going on, and I will give you exactly what you need to do to cut them out. Journaling, and connecting with your inner child healing, that's so important. It's like when you're writing things down, it's like releasing things, letting it go. So it's a really beautiful concept that I love for, my clients to practice. Setting new energetic boundaries, I think that's a really big, strong, and powerful one because a lot of us don't know how to set boundaries, and it's really important that we get into the habit of setting boundaries, with yourself and with other people. So it's not just a one-way street. You're not setting it with everybody else, but you're also setting boundaries for yourself so that you could stay safe. I also think that choosing love that feels peaceful and not chaotic is really important. I've had many clients that are really attracted to, bad boys, drama mamas. And it doesn't have to be that way, but that's happening because of karmic cycles and patterns. And so it does take a little work to cut it out, but we can totally do it. You can totally do it. So, but consciously choosing relationships that are more peaceful, less chaotic, very important. So remember, you don't have to repeat any old cycles. You're coming here because you want to complete them. That's why you're watching this video. So if you feel that this video has helped you or is helping you see your love life more clearly, share it with someone, share this, message with someone who needs it. Do leave a comment. Tell me about what karmic pattern you're ready to break. Tell me about what karmic patterns you might be experiencing or you think you're in that you want to break. I'd love to hear from you. And just if you want some personal guidance, you could, or for a Vedic astrology reading, karmic reading, go to astrology.com. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And just remember, love isn't just about romance, intimacy. It's about evolution, and your soul, remember, your soul came here to grow. Okay, so honor that, honor your journey. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a great one, you guys. Bye.